dear students. Today I am with another concept of business economics, and that is income elasticity of demand. So let us see what is income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand is the responsiveness of the quantity demanded for a good to a change in consumer income, other determinants remaining constant. So how it is measured? It is measured as the ratio of the percentage change in quantity demanded to the percentage change in income. What kind of change is there in the demand of a product with respect to change in income of the consumer? It is known as income elasticity of demand. How we calculate it? So income elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in income of the consumer. Let us see what are the different types of elasticity of demand in case of income as a variant. So there is a zero income elasticity of demand. When the value of income elasticity of demand is equal to zero, the quantity demanded of a commodity does not change with the change in income of a consumer. Like if we talk about salt, matchbox and medicines, if there is an increase in income of the consumer, the requirement of salt or matchbox or medicines will not change. It will be the same. In case of negative income elasticity of demand, when demand of a commodity falls on an increase in income of consumers and increases on fall in their income, like if we talk about inferior goods, if the income of consumer goes up, then they start buying superior goods. So there is an increase in income and there is decrease in the demand of inferior goods. Third category is positive income elasticity of demand. When demand of a commodity increases on an increase in income of its consumers and decreases on fall in the income of consumers. We can take example of luxury goods. When the income of the consumer increases, people buy more and more luxury goods. And when their income is reduced, then they are going to decrease their demand for luxury goods. What are the other types? And that is in case of positive income elasticity, it is of three types. The first type is unitary income elasticity of demand. For example, if there is 20% increase in the income of the consumer and there is 20% increase in or change in demand of the particular commodity, it means that income elasticity of demand for that particular product is unitary because there is an equal change in income and demand of that particular commodity. The second is income elasticity of demand greater than unit. When there is 20% increase in income, suppose we can take an example, and there is 30% change in the demand of that commodity. That means whatever increase in income is there, the demand has increased in greater quantity percentage. It is known as greater than unit elasticity of demand. Now the third category is income elasticity of demand less than unit. So for example, we can say that 20% increase in income leads to 10% change in demand of that particular commodity. So increases in income is 20% and the change in quantity demanded is only 10%. It will be said as income elasticity of demand less than unit. The other type is infinite income elasticity of demand. In this case, change in income caused infinite change in quantity demanded. This is imaginary situation. Generally, we will not be able to see it in the market because there is no such product which demand for which may go up to infinite if there is change in income level of the consumer. We can better understand the concept of income elasticity of demand through this example. A weekly income of a supervisor was increased from rupees 200 to 300. His first salary, his previous income was rupees 200. Now he has been promoted. As a result, his income has increased from 200 to rupees 300. He is able to purchase 400 loaves of bread instead of 250 per week. So now he is able to purchase 400 loaves of bread instead of 250. So first thing we can calculate, that is coefficient of income elasticity of demand. The second thing is the demand elastic or inelastic, and why. And third is what kind of good is bread to consumer. That means when we calculate, we are going to get the answer of all these three questions. So let us see how we will calculate. First of all, we are going to see what kind of change is there, how much percentage change is there in quantity demanded. So we are going to put the values in this formula, and we are going to see that 60 percentage change is there in the quantity demanded. On the other hand, there is 50 percentage change in income of the consumer. So the income elasticity of demand has come to 1.2. So the coefficient of income elasticity is equal to 1.2. The coefficient of elasticity of demand is elastic. Why? Because it is greater than 1. The value of income elasticity of demand is greater than 1 because it is 1.2. So it is elastic. The kind of good bread is to the consumer is a normal good, because as the income increases, his demand for bread also increases, thus indicating a positive type of income elasticity of demand. So we can say that for bread, there is a positive income elasticity of demand. When there is increase in income of the consumer, there is change in quantity demanded. So this was the concept of income elasticity of demand. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you must have understood the concept of income elasticity of demand.